Three, two.
And the Academy Award for Best Actor goes to Anthony Hopkins, the father. I just wanted our listeners to relive that moment again.
Oh, it's because I'm guessing you didn't want him to win Best Actor?
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
It's not as black and white as you think it seems. It's just I have thoughts, but
Thoughts we are about to jump into later on in the program.
Later. But anyways, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Coworkers podcast. I'm Regan,
And I'm Josh.
and today we have yet another episode where we kind of just thought of our topics on the whim.
Yeah, a little bit.
But,
it's a little bit more eventful this week. There's
For
some
sure,
stuff.
because the Oscars happened a couple days ago, and we have some opinions on it, which we'll get to. But
Did you see the article that said that Oscar viewership was at an all-time low? It was
I
like
heard
sub 10
about
million.
that. I heard about that.
Kind of funny.
That's very interesting. But I mean, okay, we'll get to that.
Okay, yeah.
But what also happened recently was Falcon and the Winter Soldier
had its season finale.
Yeah, had its series finale.
Series finale, yeah. That is right.
But it was also announced that there will be a Captain America 4
Mhm.
with Anthony Mackie.
As the titular role,
Which
kind of
good
plays
for fucking
into
him.
the end of the episode,
Yeah,
which I
which-
thought was a really nice change-up.
Yeah.
Remember what happened,
Yeah.
But anyways, we're going to start off the episode by discussing the last episode and our final thoughts on the series. So, Reagan, would you like to go first?
Let's see. My final thoughts of the episode. Are we talking about the episode alone, like by itself?
Yeah, I mean, like, by extension, talking about the final episode would probably mean that you need to talk about the entire series as a whole.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, like,
Well, I
To
would
sound off.
say I thought the finale was good. I didn't think it was the big crescendoing moment that it should have been, but I think in terms of what we got, it was pretty good. Seeing spoilers if you guys haven't seen it yet.
oh yeah, big
all-
spoiler alert.
All the episodes are out, so go see it
Mhm.
on Disney Plus. So that moment when they're in the GRC conference room, right? The lights turn red and all that smoke or whatever. And then the shield busts through the fucking window.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he comes flying in the suit. Oh my god.
The suit looks really good.
It looks really good. Like, oh my god. Anthony Mackie, man, as Captain America, not trying to be Steve Rogers Captain America, but as his own.
Stands on his own 2 feet.
Fucking killed it. I think Anthony Mackie killed it.
Like, remember that part towards the end of the episode when they're interviewing new Captain America, and then was it Isaiah Bradley who said like that's the Black Falcon or something like that? That's
No,
not
no,
Captain
it was-
America.
it
That was
was-
another guy, right?
Yeah, it was just some other guy.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, that's the Black Falcon, and someone said, nah, that's Captain
That's
America.
Captain America. Yep.
That's when it happened. I was like, it clicked. I was like, he is our Captain America
Yep.
now. You're damn right he is.
But yeah, and then it's just the first like 30 minutes or so filled with action, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just seeing Sam Wilson using the shield midair
Yeah, that's
as he's
really
flying
awesome.
and just and like throwing it and chucking it, and that one scene where he was saving these two pilots from the helicopter.
yeah.
He grabs one of them, he lands on the bridge, and as the helicopter is crashing, he takes his wings, wraps it around like both of them.
Oh, I remember that part.
And it just
yeah.
bounces off him. I was like, holy shit, this is fucking sick.
Are his wings vibranium also?
Yeah, I mean, they're Wakandan, so
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah. He's
What
got
else?
some advanced tech on him.
Yeah. What else? I'm just trying to. I'm sorry, I'm not going in order really, but yeah, I think overall I liked the episode.
Mm-hmm.
There were some things that I was a little iffy on, if I'm
Yeah.
being completely honest. I think the whole thing with like the flag smashers and whatnot, I wouldn't say they're terrible, like antagonists per se.
It's weak compared to everything else.
It's pretty bare bones, right?
Yeah.
I feel like if we just had, I don't know, maybe like another episode, which I hate to say, right?
Mhm.
Especially because it's a limited series.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we had just something else, something to flesh out like their character more,
Like,
or their motivation, or
yeah,
something.
more like more fleshed out motivations and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of my big gripe with the series too, is that the Flag Smashers and Carly and like that group of antagonists, they're 100% the weakest part in my opinion. And like when all the stuff was happening with Carly and like her wanting to, what was her like motivation, like a united world, or like one single world or something like that. It's so hazy, and
yeah,
like her,
it's more so it's like she just wanted to help those who were kind of sidelined by the people returning from the snap.
Yeah, so then she's fighting for the people who existed through the 5 years, correct?
Yeah, like displaced, like people that were displaced. Yeah.
I don't know. She's just, her like motivations and stuff are just like, they're so weird, and like,
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It just didn't feel like her whole arc as an antagonist. It didn't even feel like a B plot. It felt like a C plot or something. Like it's like way to the wayside, because the more interesting B plot was John Walker.
Yeah.
And him turning into the, okay, that's one thing that like I thought was a little bit rushed, was him turning a new leaf into becoming U.S. agent and then like siding with them and working together.
Yeah, I have some thoughts about that too. They kind of gave John a redemption arc, like not an arc, but like sort of a redemption
moment.
Yeah.
Which
I don't know. I just wish they stuck with him, like not going psycho, but like being that like anti-hero where he like walks this like gray, or he's this
like a vigilante.
Yeah, he's in this gray area, right? Because that's kind of what his character is in the comics. So I wish if they had stick to that and seen him develop throughout the MCU in the future. Yeah. To get to the point where maybe he is a hero, because eventually I think he does become an Avenger in the comics.
Oh, okay. So see, I didn't know that. Yeah.
If there was that progress there, I think I would have liked it. But now there's more so of that like, oh yeah, now they're on good terms, right? Because after that speech of Sam, like Sam gave this amazing speech.
Yep.
Right. And then he just kind of nods at him, and they nod at each other.
They give each other like the bro nod, like the like the upward nod, bro.
Yeah, and then like he starts working with them, and it's like it's cool.
It's a really fast change of heart. That it didn't feel like it was earned, or like, you know, it felt rushed.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's how I felt about this episode in general. It just felt a little rushed.
Yeah.
Again, that's not to say that it's terrible, but I just feel like if there was just more room to breathe, I would have gotten a lot more out of it.
It had to like floor it, like foot on the gas pedal, like wrap everything up as quickly as possible.
Exactly. Like I think they tried to tie everything in this neat little bow. Yeah. And like it just, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like there just should have been more time to breathe. Yeah. And then there was a reveal, I use air quotations, that Sharon Carter is the power broker.
Yeah. That's a character in the comics, right?
Yeah. But it's not Sharon Carter. Yeah. Although Sharon Carter in the comics, she did assassinate Steve Rogers. Oh. In the comics. Oh. But she was like brainwashed or something.
Okay.
But yeah, Sharon Carter's power broker, which I kind of wish they didn't make her the power broker. Really? Only, I mean, like,
I have no like knowledge of it, so yeah. I don't feel one way or the other.
I mean, like with me, is just I feel like, so I'm kind of split on it, because in one way it gives Sharon more to do. Yeah. Because rather than her being like the next fling for Captain America, or being that like, you know, girl boss that's just there, you know, it gives her more to do, right? Mm-hmm. At the same time, it's like because I feel like her being the power broker and whatnot, I feel like it's just such a slap in the face to like her aunt Peggy, to Steve, to Sam and Bucky, right? Yeah. You know? But I mean, if I have good faith in Marvel to see what they're gonna do with her, you know, maybe she's a Skrull.
She's a Skrull? Jesus.
Yeah, maybe she's brainwashed. Who fucking knows? It's just, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about her being the power broker. It's just,
bro, Zemo got the last laugh.
Dude,
he blew the fuck out of that van.
He always wins.
Yo, dude. What a Chad. Dude,
I think he's like one of the greatest MCU. He's like up there with Thanos.
Yeah, he's a very interesting character. Like at the end of the day, like he's someone who's just really smart, and like he could like outwit his opponents, and that's what makes it really cool.
He's always one step ahead. Yeah, always.
He's just chilling in his jail cell, like listening to the radio about the car bombing, and he's like, "Yup, that's me."
Yeah.
And then he could go to sleep happy, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I think my thoughts about Falcon and Winter Soldier is my same thoughts about WandaVision.
Uh-huh.
It's that whenever the show is focused on Bucky and Sam, or Wanda and Vision,
Yeah,
I'm
the heart of each of these
into
programs.
it 100%. But sometimes there's just some things, like for example in WandaVision, kind of Sword for example.
Yeah, when it stopped being the whole like sitcom parody and whatnot.
Yeah, and then for Falcon and Winter Soldier, like the Flag Smashers.
Yeah,
right? It doesn't ruin it for me necessarily, but it's
there's
like
a dip. There's a noticeable dip.
It's like, like take me back to the main characters. Like I want to see what they're doing, you know. But overall, I really did enjoy Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I'm excited to see Captain America 4 because Malcolm Spellman, the head writer and whatnot.
Yeah, I read that too.
He's coming back to write the movie, so I'm all for it. Do
you have a favorite episode?
Ooh, do I have a favorite?
Because I have one.
I think it would be between the second episode or the fifth one. Mostly because of Isaiah Bradley. I think that would be the biggest one for me.
Yeah.
The second or the fifth one.
It's like you know what? This program felt predominantly a Falcon / Captain America show. It's like in terms of like Bucky's character and stuff like that, it's like he has things to do and he has problems to work through, like him being Winter Soldier and him living with like the demons of his past, but they're not as well written as Falcon coming to terms with taking the mantle, learning about Isaiah Bradley, and having this like not only like being torn like by his duties as an Avenger and as a hero, but also his duties to like generations before him, like in Isaiah Bradley. And he has very interesting character dynamics and character moments like given that, and it just makes I felt like the quality on like time distributed for interesting things, it just leaned heavily towards Falcon's side, you know. But you know, not to say that like Bucky's plight and like whatever he had to work through was uninteresting. It's just, you know, I didn't think it was up to the level as, you know, Sam and Isaiah Bradley's like dynamic.
Right.
That was and especially at the end when Sam takes Isaiah Bradley to his memorial statue.
Dude, my God, that scene.
That was great. I really like that part.
I love that scene. That was fucking
especially after
beautiful.
When, you know, Isaiah Bradley's whole like demeanor is kind of like this like curmudgeon who's because of like the time that he grew up in, of course his thoughts about like the world around him, the government, and like how they treat his people, it's kind of hard for him to shake. It's like teaching an old dog new tricks and stuff like that. But then when Sam is just like, hey, like now the world won't forget like all the service that you did to the world. And then like also the fact that like an episode prior, Isaiah Bradley was like, they'll never make a black man Captain America. And then to see him like proven wrong and to be like honored by the end of it, like that's some satisfying stuff. I like that a lot.
And like that little like not speech, but like what he said to Isaiah when Sam was in his backyard. He was like, he's like, we built this country and we fought for it, and I'm not gonna let anyone tell me otherwise. I was like, shit, that's what's up. Like that is a good moment right there. That's a good line. Which I mean, so
and then
good.
The episode ends with the title card reveal. Captain America and the Winter Soldier,
which I think was very satisfying, which I liked a lot. It was a nice touch. It was a nice touch.
Yep, he's got it. He's got the title now. It's in the show. There's no way around it that he's not our Captain America now.
But
and throw in U.S. agent somewhere, like a parentheses, like an asterisk.
Or he's gonna be part of the Thunderbolts. It's okay. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what they're doing with John Walker. But yeah, I think overall I really enjoyed the series. It definitely went a different direction than I initially thought. I thought it was just gonna be like a bare bones action thriller whatever, what have you. Yeah,
buddy aspects because of Sam and
like a buddy cop movie. But
and Bucky.
It went deeper than that, which I really appreciate. But yeah, Josh, what would you rate it? What would you rate Falcon?
What would I rate it? I probably sitting at the same rating as I gave WandaVision. Now, as a reminder to any viewers that might not be familiar with my rating system, anything above a 5 means I liked it. I'm not trying to be too much of a stickler, but this gets a decent to strong 6 out of me.
Okay.
It's not like I didn't feel like I wasted my time watching it. There's a lot of things about it that I thought were really good, and then just some aspects about it that I thought maybe dragged it down a little bit. But overall, you know, it's a good watch.
Yeah.
And I would say my favorite episode is it episode 5, the one with where John Walker smashes the guy with the...
That's episode 4.
That's 4?
Yeah.
I think that one might be my favorite episode.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 4, maybe 5.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, Reagan?
I would give Falcon and Winter Soldier an A-.
Nice.
That's pretty high, so A-. But yeah. If you guys haven't yet, go check out Falcon and Winter Soldier.
We both recommend it, especially if you're an MCU fan.
Oh yeah.
Without a doubt. It's like you have to watch it. You're not going to know what the fuck is happening when the next movie comes out.
Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But, you know, they got big plans for Anthony Mackie.
They do.
Which I'm so happy. Like,
do you know
I'm
how many
for.
more movies he's supposed to be signed on for?
No clue.
Yeah, they never disclose his contract, so.
But there's going to be an Avengers movie out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's rumored that he's going to show up in Armor Wars. He's going to get his own movie, apparently.
Yep.
And who knows what else he'll appear in. But I'm just excited for him, man. I truly am.
Me too. Like, seeing, like, Anthony Mackie as a person, seeing his interviews, like, the last thing I saw him on was Hot Ones. And, yeah, it's like, he's just, like, this really, like, humble and, like, genuine person. He's really... And I also...
Very charismatic.
Very charismatic. And it's funny because I recently watched the final 8 Mile rap battle, and Anthony Mackie gets dogged out by Eminem in that movie.
Hey, do you know his catchphrase?
In that movie?
No. In general.
In general, what is it?
Cut the check.
Oh my god.
Cut the check.
This guy.
I'll show you the behind the scenes from Winter Soldier.
Okay.
And, like, the reasoning why, but yeah. Again, go check out Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Because it is very fun. It's 6 episodes, about an hour long each.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a relatively easy watch, but it's great. You guys won't regret it.
So moving on.
Here we go.
The Oscars were on Sunday. And things happened.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, I started watching it about 20 minutes after the program started. So I think the only award that I really missed was original screenplay going to Promising Young Woman.
Emerald Fennell.
Which, you know what? I ain't mad about that.
Nope, not at all.
I really like that movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only big Oscar award that I missed from me tuning in late. And then I picked up on it when they announced Daniel Kaluuya as Best Supporting Actor, even though that movie has 2 supporting actors, which I don't think makes any sense.
I don't know how.
Yeah, me and Reagan both don't understand why Judas and the Black Messiah got 2 supporting actors.
There's no main character, Josh. There's no main character.
It's not the main character. Society.
It's not like Keith Stanfield, dude. It's not.
It's not, apparently.
Oh boy. All right. Well, anyways.
Do you have any? Were there any wins or snubs?
There were a bunch. There was a moment where I just kept calling out the winners, like my predictions.
Yeah.
And it would come true, right? And my parents were like, "Wow, what the hell? You should like call out the numbers for our lotto." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Not like
that's
that.
hella funny.
Yeah. But some things I was really happy to see was Daniel Kaluuya winning supporting actor. What else? Sound of Metal, best sound, of course.
Of course.
If it lost, oh my fucking!
I would have thrown a fit. That would have been the biggest one I would have thrown a fit for.
Animated feature goes to Soul, which I was happy for because it was honestly one of my favorite movies. What else? Yoo Jung-yoon winning supporting actress,
and her speech was the best part of the program. That speech was so awesome. It's like she just kept on going, and she needs a bit more time to like formulate her thoughts and to present them because English is not her
First language.
It's not her first language. So she even said like, "Oh, I'm sorry, like I'm gonna try to like speak English and whatnot." And then every time people started clapping, she would say, "And I dedicate this award to," and it just kept going. Oh, it was so beautiful.
But it was great.
It was so
great.
adorable. Yeah.
Best original song went to her.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I was so happy for because
she's now a double winner, Grammy.
She won a Grammy like a month or two ago.
Yeah.
And then now she won an Oscar, which is great because Pinoy Pride.
Damn right. Damn right.
And then Nomadland took home 3 Oscars.
It did.
Best Picture. It took
director,
and it took actress for Frances McDormand, which I am happy for because now when that Eternals trailer comes out,
they're gonna keep saying
they're gonna slap that shit on.
Yeah, they were waiting for the Oscars to wrap up so they could finally start their marketing campaign.
Kevin Feige had his phone right next to him, probably waiting. Once it happened, all right.
He's like, drop the trailer.
drop the trailer. Start it right now.
You know that Young Thug meme where it's like, yeah, this is blank. Drop it. Dude, that's fucking Kevin Feige in the studio. Like, when that happens, like, yeah, she's a Best Picture winner. Drop the trailer.
Yeah.
Drop this shit right now.
But we kind of had a conversation right, like, after it finished. And you pointed out that there weren't any, like, big surprises, per se.
Not in my opinion, at least. Yeah.
Because, I mean, honestly, like, in my opinion, I think the Oscars went just about as everyone expected, except for one thing.
Is it Best Actor?
Now,
all right, who was your pick?
Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I haven't seen The Father, but I heard Anthony Hopkins turns out a career-defining performance.
Yeah, definitely.
And when I say that, I don't like when I say that I wish Chadwick Boseman had won. I don't mean that as a form of disrespect towards Anthony Hopkins because he's a legendary actor in Hollywood or in the world, and
kind of like what I don't want to butcher the grandma's name, like the actress from Minari. Can you repeat it again?
Yoo Jung-yoon?
Yoo Jung-yoon.
That's a very like whitewashed way to say it.
Yeah. But anyways, I don't want to butcher it too much, you know? But there was a part in her speech when she said something about like competing against all these great actresses and like this isn't a competition or like she should be like she's honored that she's there with everybody else and how everybody should watch their movies for like the performance that they put in. So it's like, yeah, that is one way to look at it. It's probably the best way to look at like the nominations.
No, for sure.
The fact that they're all winners for getting to that point, and then somebody has to get picked for extra brownie points. Yeah. But it's like no disrespect to any other like nominations or anything like that.
And plus, when Anthony Hopkins found out he had won, he made a video and he says that he dedicated it to Chadwick Boseman, which fucking respect, man. Yep. But the one thing that didn't sit well with me about that was that they announced Best Picture, which usually is announced last.
Yeah, that was really weird.
And I was like, yeah, because when I saw it, I'm like, wait a minute, where's actor and actress? But when they announced actor last, I was like, oh my God, like, are they gonna go out on this note, on this big emotional note?
It looked like it was heading that direction.
Yeah, to like honor Chadwick's legacy, right? And then he didn't win, right? Which is fine because Anthony Hopkins turned out a great performance, a fantastic performance.
That was probably the one category where I had the most like race horses like in the running. There was it's like I haven't seen The Father yet, but we had Stephen Yeun, Minari, Riz Ahmed. And Chadwick Boseman, like you said, there's like a lot of people that deserve to be up there, and it's like I wouldn't have been upset like any other way.
Yeah,
like,
honestly, I wouldn't have either.
If anybody else like won or anything like that.
But man, it's just the way that they did it. Because especially after like when Joaquin Phoenix finished announcing it, Anthony Hopkins isn't here.
That was really weird.
The Academy will
accept it on his behalf.
Yeah. Good night. And it's like,
what the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
Like, that's the note we're going to end on. You know what I mean? Which, because if they wanted to change things up, cool. But if it was going to end up like that, I would much rather have had Nomadland.
Yeah.
Best Picture, like, announced last. Right?
Especially since Chloe Zhao is the second woman to win
Yeah.
Best Picture.
I think behind Catherine Bigelow. I might be wrong.
Yeah,
might be wrong.
I believe so. But she's only the second woman. She is the first woman person of color, and like there's a lot of things like attached to her winning.
Yeah.
That would have made for a very big resounding like wow moment.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
But no, they didn't do that.
Yeah.
And that's why the Oscars saw a shocking decline in their viewership. Fuck you, Oscars.
But I mean, like in the grand scheme of things, like the Oscars don't really mean anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
they're just a fun thing that like I would watch and like discuss.
And I think award shows as a whole, it's just fun to like honor like these performances.
Yeah.
And just because like one wins over another doesn't necessarily mean one's good or bad.
Like it's by no means like a race for like superiority across like the nominees and whatnot.
Exactly.
There are people that believe that it's like, oh, that movie's not good, it didn't win any awards.
Exactly.
That's dumb.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because everybody should be reminded that our favorite movie of 2020 didn't get nominated for fucking anything.
I'm thinking of ending things, but
so yeah.
But yeah,
it's all
it's I just feel like if Chadwick had, because he won almost every other award show, right? And if he had won the Oscar, I feel like that would have solidified his place in it would have solidified his legacy.
Yep.
That's not to say it already. He doesn't have like a legacy behind him already. I'm just saying. It would have been like a nice cherry on top.
Most definitely.
But hey, it is what it is. What the fuck do we know?
Yeah, we're just two random dudes in a room talking into microphones.
We're not part of the jury.
Screaming into the sky. Yeah.
But
dude, Oscars every year is a reminder, to me at least, that my taste does not align with the panel of judges on the Academy.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
It's just a reminder, really.
Yeah. And well, one thing is, if you're listening to this, go watch all the movies that were nominated.
Yeah, most definitely.
Go check them out because they are all fantastic.
Show them the support and show them the love.
Yeah,
because they deserve it.
Yeah. But yeah, again, it's like, just because something won doesn't mean it was better than the other. Because they were all honestly fucking great. Yeah,
don't hold too much value in these award shows.
Oh, for sure.
Formulate your own opinion, everyone. Don't be sheep.
That's what Karsten Rundquist says.
Yep.
Karsten Rundquist. Shout out. I don't know if you're listening to this, but shout out.
Shout out, man. We appreciate your work you're putting out.
But yeah,
I guess that just wraps up our Oscar discussion.
It's bittersweet, I would say. Bittersweet. But I'm just glad Nomadland won.
Most definitely.
I'm just glad Nomadland won.
And another dub for Frances McDormand.
Yeah, she's a 3-time winner now, dude.
Let's fucking get it. Let's get it.
That's awesome. But
with the Oscars behind us and the 2020 era of films pretty much wrapped up. It's pretty much, the years in movies are bookended by these award shows and whatnot. Reagan and I will look to the future at some movies that excite us. Not necessarily movies that we think are going to be Oscar contenders, but just some
things that we're excited for.
Things we're excited to go back to the theater for.
Oh, for sure.
So, Reagan, would you like to start off the conversation with a movie?
Well, obviously, I'm excited for all the Marvel movies coming out. Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternal, Spider-Man, No Way Home. Excited for all of them.
Yep.
They just want to get more Marvel content. You know what I mean?
We need it right now. We need that injection of adrenaline and movie theater fun in all of us, dude. I just need that movie theater popcorn butter to just be flowing through my fucking veins,
bro. Oh my god.
IV drip. Melted butter into my arms.
That's disgusting. But one thing I'm excited for is F9.
Oh, you're damn right about that. Did you see the latest trailer with Vin Diesel? And he's like, we know we've been apart for a long time, and it cuts to footage of the movie Fast 9 where like he presses a button and the magnets like repel cars.
What the fuck?
It's like,
oh yeah,
it's completely edited that way.
No, I remember.
Then he's like, but we can't wait to bring everybody back to the theater. And then it shows the footage of everybody hugging each other, and Han's like, it's good to be back.
Oh,
and
my
then he's like, we'll see you in the theaters.
I mean,
I'm excited.
it's a cool sentiment.
It
you
is,
know?
yeah. But holy shit, I'm excited to go back to the theaters for
no,
that.
for real. I'm excited for Dune. I've been excited for Dune.
Yep, that's without saying, bro.
Denis Villeneuve, bro.
Villeneuve is batting.
Oh,
what's
man,
he batting now? Like 9 movies in a row
I
being
think so.
absolute bangers.
I think so.
For anybody out there unfamiliar with Denis Villeneuve, he is a French-Canadian director. He's been pumping out some of the most forward-thinking like movies in the past decade plus.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably been in the game. His earlier film Incendie, I think, came out in like late 2000s, early 2010s, and he's just been on a roll. Arrival, Prisoners, Enemy, Blade Runner 2049. There's just no stopping this man. And after Blade Runner 2049, just give him this huge sci-fi property, which was attempted to become a film like twice. By one actually came into fruition, which wasn't that good, but then there was one that kind of lives in infamy for not being completed. There's actually a documentary called Jodorowsky's Dune, Jodorowsky being the director attached to making it. And people know him, I believe, for a movie called The Holy Mountain, which came out like in the 70s.
Okay.
And it was just so ambitious. Like the documentary talked about Jodorowsky's vision being so grand that at the time, for its time, the technology and everything was not up to snuff to like realize it to its fruition. But now we're in 2021. We are digitally recreating humans through a computer. We can have de-aging.
We can have giant worms.
We can have big worms to the scale that they deserve to be. And hopefully it's going to be very good.
Yeah.
The cast is fucking stacked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Everybody's in it. I thought I was going to be in the movie for a second.
My God, who's off the top of my head? Who's in it? Timothy Chalamet, Zendaya, Josh Brolin, Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa.
Yep.
No, there's more. I know.
There's bound to be more.
Yeah, there's bound to be
escaping
more. Dave
me.
Bautista.
Yes, Dave Bautista is in it.
But yeah.
You watched 2049, right?
Didn't.
Motherfucker.
I didn't. I know.
But Dave Bautista, he's in that movie. And he's in it for the first
That's
20 minutes. But he has a very quiet and like somber like performance that for the short amount of time that he's in it for, it makes quite the impression. Because before that, you see him as Drax. Like people know him for Drax for being like so bombastic and out there and like out of touch. But his character Sapper Mornstein, I believe his name is. Man, he just plays like this really like dour individual.
Oh,
that
wow.
he's an android, like you know, like so he's not really human, so he has to like take up that kind of personality. It's really good for that small chunk of time that he's in it for.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Hurry up and go watch 2049, goddammit.
All right. I'll just take it off your shelf.
Yeah, no problem.
But what else am I excited for? Am I excited for The Green Knight?
Oh, most definitely.
Another A24 film from
yeah.
David Lowery. Which A Ghost Story was a fantastic film. I don't know if you've seen it. Pie eating scene.
Everybody knows
Shout out to
about
Rooney Mara. But oh man, A Ghost Story was so good. So now quiet. It said so little and said so much at the same time. It was fantastic. I loved it.
And here he is now with like a fantasy epic. Dev Patel is in it, and that first trailer really set the tone for like it wants to be dark fantasy. And I was like, sheesh.
Oh yeah, there's an RPG about it, dude.
Yeah,
Which is insane. Which is insane.
I think it's like a A24 released like board game, right?
It is.
Fuck.
It is. What else? I'm excited. There's 2 musicals coming out. In the Heights and West Side Story.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, they showed a trailer for both of those
at
the Oscars,
which For In the Heights, my family, more like my siblings, are more excited for it because they really loved Hamilton.
Yeah.
Which I'm willing to see it only because I really want to like start seeing more movies in theaters and whatnot. So I'm excited for that. And I've seen the original West Side Story. I think I need to rewatch it to actually get
Refamiliarize yourself.
get something just out of it more. But I'm excited for West Side Story because
the only person I know is attached to it is Ansel Elgort. Who else is in it?
she's like she's making her like debut. I think her name's Rachel Zegler.
Oh,
She's a great singer. She's a great singer.
Yeah, that name sounds very familiar.
But I'm really excited for those. What else? I'm excited for No Time to Die. The last Daniel Craig James Bond movie. Yeah, I've seen Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace.
Did you have to see Skyfall?
No, I know. I still haven't seen it. I haven't seen Spectre or Skyfall, but eventually I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, I'm excited for it. The trailers look fucking insane. So
that's gonna be a good one. Hopefully to end Daniel Craig's legacy as James Bond on a very high note.
Oh yeah,
because the general reception of this era of Bond movies has been like a roller coaster, like high, low, high, low. It would be like Casino Royale is a peak, and then it kind of dipped with Quantum of Solace.
Oh yeah, it dipped significantly.
And then Skyfall goes beyond Casino Royale. It's considered the best one.
Oh wow!
Out of the entire bunch. And then everybody thought Spectre was it was like it just like plummeted.
Yikes.
And
can you sing Skyfall for us, Josh?
This is the end. One Skyfall.
Wow.
Dude.
Amazing.
That song's great. This is the end. Got any other movies like you looking forward to?
I'm trying to think. Sorry, I have a list. I'm looking at it. French Dispatch.
I was gonna bring that one up if you forgot.
I mean,
Wes Anderson.
I'm ready for it, man. It's
gonna be a good one.
I've seen Fantastic Mr. Fox. I've seen Isle of Dogs. I've seen
Grand Budapest
twice.
Oh my god!
So
what a beautiful movie.
I'm ready.
This man's crazy.
I'm ready, man.
He's insane.
Wes Anderson, come on, get
let's see what this one's gonna be about.
Apparently, there's no release date yet.
There isn't. Yeah, ever since it got delayed.
They want to. I think it's gonna premiere at Cannes.
Yeah.
So that goes in. That's gonna be very interesting.
See what's gonna run for and see what's gonna win.
Oh yeah.
For that one, most definitely.
What else? I mean, aside from all, there's this movie called 9 Days coming out. It stars Winston Duke, sorry, Zazie Beetz, Benedict Wong, the guy who played Pennywise.
Oh, okay, one of the Skarsgårds.
Yeah, and it's a movie about this guy who takes these people who like passed away, like their soul and whatnot, and he like kind of rewinds their life and whatnot.
Oh,
it's one of those like Amanda the Jedi. Like, do you know her? She's a YouTuber.
No.
Oh, well, she said that 9 Days was very much one of those like you know, those movies where like, oh, like you as a person, like human, like you matter, right?
Yeah.
You know, and those movies tend to resonate with me.
When you explain the premise, it reminds me of like It's a Wonderful Life.
I guess so. I guess you can say something like that. But yeah, it's one of those like almost existential like
reflective type of movies.
Type of films, which I really resonate with me in some way. So I'm very excited to see that.
I didn't even know about that movie.
Yeah,
when does it come out? Do you know?
Supposed to come out this past year, but it got delayed.
Oh yeah.
So apparently just summer 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, but
right, put that on the list.
Yeah, I am very excited to see that. But yeah, are there any ones that you're excited for that I didn't mention?
I think it's funny, like listening to the movies that you're excited to see and thinking about the ones that I'm excited to see, because if there's one genre missing, from your list, it's horror movies, and that's what I'm here for.
Speaking of horror, the Conjuring trailer came out today. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, it came out a little while back, like a few days ago, and I saw it as an ad for a YouTube video,
Yeah.
and I let the video play because I was doing something else,
Mhm.
so I couldn't skip the trailer. And then I saw the beginning where that guy was like walking down the street,
Mhm.
and then he's like all bloody, and he's like, "Oh, I think I did something," and I was like, "Oh, what the hell is this? That's a cool like start to this." And then I saw the two people playing Ed and Lorraine Warren. I forgot what their names are.
Fun fact. Vera Farmiga.
Vera Farmiga
is
going
gonna be in Hawkeye, which I'm also excited for.
Oh.
So,
Didn't
anyways,
know
continue.
that. And then, God, that guy, he always works with James Wan. He was in Aquaman. He played Ocean Master.
Right.
Conjuring movies and whatnot.
Oh,
he was
dude,
in Insidious.
He was in this fucking like he did a small cameo in this movie called The Assistant.
Yeah.
Where he was literally on his phone. He had no lines. He's on his phone. He's wearing a scarf and he's in an elevator. That's it. That's his entire scene. But he was there.
Huh.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
But yeah, I remember like the trailer started. It was interesting, and then I saw the two characters. Like, oh, this is the next Conjuring movie. The one thing that is like kind of weird is, I guess, the name. The devil made me do it, and I was like, oh, that seems like a weird like kind of like long sentence name.
Apparently, it was based off of like a real case. Like
yeah,
like a it went to court and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's one horror movie that we could maybe see in theaters if you're down for it. But in terms of some other movies, one of them that I'm extremely excited to watch is the new Edgar Wright movie, Last Night in Soho.
That's right. I keep forgetting about that.
Anya
Taylor-Joy, right?
Anya Taylor-Joy. Not only that, though, coming off the heels of Baby Driver, he announced that he wanted to make a nightmare horror movie, psychological horror movie. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? In Edgar Wright's style and his editing style and the way he like stitches everything together, the amount of energy he instills with a lot of his pictures, I'm just like excited to see what he could possibly do. And it is a, like I said, psychological horror with like a little bit of like a hallucinatory like time travel aspect, because the premise of the movie is that Anya Taylor-Joy plays this woman who is really into fashion design.
Okay.
And she wants to be a fashion designer. So like some happenstance happens and she is transported back in time to the 60s where she could meet her idol. But like things in this reality like start fucking up, and that's apparently what the movie's about.
Okay. All right.
But Edgar Wright, Anya Taylor-Joy, I'll take 6 copies of this movie like as soon as it comes out. That's one movie I'm really excited for. There was trailers for this movie that this trailer was playing quite a bit like last year or like a few years before, when I was still going to the theaters pretty frequently.
Okay.
It's this horror movie called Antlers. Have you seen a trailer for this movie?
Antlers, no.
It is the trailer looks pretty dark. It looks pretty gruesome, but it is about like a small backwoods town, and there's this kid, and he goes to school every day. He comes home and like he's very reserved, but like the teacher is like a very involved teacher, like wanting to be a part of like the kid's life to like help like shape them, and like another side of parenting, which is like what these teachers do.
Right.
And she notices that there's something like off about the kid, like he won't tell anybody about like his home life. It's because I think it's his family or like his parents or something like that. There are these like horrific like Wendigo monsters, and he's in charge of like keeping them in the house and feeding them and whatnot. And what it looks to be is like an analogy for like domestic abuse, like a really bad home life and whatnot. Not because like through the kids' eyes, if they're going through this, they're gonna think of their family as monsters, which is like what this movie is alluding to. And you know who is in it? Jesse Plemons. Shout out to Jesse Plemons for being the Philip Seymour Hoffman of the 2020s.
Shout out to Jesse Plemons for being in Judas and the Black Messiah. He played a great antagonist.
Jesse Plemons is
He's good.
so good.
He's such
at
a
like
good actor,
everything
man.
he does. Did you watch Breaking Bad? That's the first time I ever saw Jesse Plemons.
Never, man.
He plays this shithead teenager who is like caught up in the dealings with like a bunch of like these neo-Nazi characters in the show, because the final season deals with a gang of characters like that, and he's so abhorrent, and like he portrays them in such a way that it's just like it's so gross.
Yikes.
But yeah, he's flourished into being one of the most prevalent and strongest character actors working today. And he's attached to this movie, and the movie looks pretty fucked up, and I'm excited to see it. There's another one that I was thinking about. Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Oh yeah, it's coming out. I forgot about that.
Yeah, there is a Clifford movie coming out. Don't know what after seeing Dora, the movie, don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with these kids' movies.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fucking lit.
Well, on a lighter note, there are also some Disney movies coming out, which I'm always excited for.
Oh yeah, there's that movie Luca.
Yeah, Luca from Pixar.
That looks really nice. I love the art direction and like how colorful it is.
Yeah, he turns into like a fish or something. I think that's the whole
something
story.
like that. It looks like Shape of Water in Italy.
Yeah. Oh no. And then on my birthday, from Walt Disney Animation Studios, Encanto is coming out. I have no idea what that's about, but hey, I'm interested in it.
I guess we know what we're doing for your birthday this year.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Hey.
Oh,
hey. There's a plan right there.
Up.
Oh, Cruella with Emma Stone.
Oh my god. I remember when the trailer came out and people were like, "Oh my god, she's like female Joker." I'm like, "Stop. Not everything is the Joker in this world."
Yeah.
But I remember seeing the trailer. Emma Stone's getting work. I get to see her in something else. My movie damsel.
Yeah. Hey, it looks interesting.
It does look interesting. That it's like a villain origin story on Cruella.
You know what's funny? I didn't know Glenn Close played Cruella in the early 2000s movie. I didn't know that.
Oh, interesting.
They said it at the Oscars, and I'm like, really? Glenn Close? But
that
hey,
was her.
yeah,
it was her.
Hey, I'm excited for it. Okay. I take that back.
We will be watching it.
Yeah, we'll be watching it. It looks interesting.
Yeah.
I think aesthetically, it's very different from a lot of the live action
Disney movies.
Yeah, live action Disney movies.
It's a bit grittier. It's a bit more gray.
Yeah.
The color grading is like more industrial.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what they're going for.
Yeah, which cool. But let's see if they stick the landing.
There was another movie I wanted to bring up. It comes out in December.
Okay.
It's a new Guillermo del Toro movie. It's called Nightmare Alley.
Okay.
I don't know what it's about, but Guillermo del Toro is attached to it. It's based off of a book, apparently.
Okay.
And just waiting for a trailer to drop to see how that turns out. And yeah, that's all I can say about Nightmare Alley. But there's also A Quiet Place 2. I forgot that in terms of horror.
Right.
It comes out in a month from now. Actually, like 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
Comes out in May.
Oh, you know what? The Hitman's Bodyguard, whatever.
The Hitman's Bodyguard's Wife?
Yeah, the sequel, that's coming out soon too. Which
interesting tangent.
Okay. Fun fact about the Hitman's Bodyguard, the first one.
Yeah.
My friends and I watched it at the TCL Chinese Theater in Hollywood.
Really?
Which is honestly not the most ideal film to watch there.
But you got to watch something there.
But we got to sit in there, which was awesome.
Yeah. That's an experience in of itself.
That movie will always hold a special place in my heart because it is so far the only movie I've seen in that theater. So, yeah. But yeah, any other movies you're excited for?
Not really.
Okay.
Looking further down the barrel, like way into the future.
Yeah.
We got 2 bangers, like somewhere in the horizon.
What is it? Oh, I don't know where this is going.
We got the new Robert Eggers joint, The Northman. I think that comes out next year.
That's right.
And we also got another movie next year.
Babylon?
There's that too. My bad. Sorry, Damien Chazelle.
You fucking best actored me. I thought it was gonna be Damien Chazelle.
Oh wait, speaking of, I don't know why you saying Babylon reminded me of these movies, but Ridley Scott has like a musical coming out and has Adam Driver in it.
What the fuck?
I forgot what it's called, but yeah, I think it's a
Ridley
musical.
Scott. Oh my god, man. Jesus.
Old man. But there's also another Adam Driver movie about him playing like the father of the Gucci company and how like there was this big scandal about how he was about to be
Lady Gaga's
assassinated.
in it, right?
Yeah, and Lady Gaga's in it. And there's that promotional image of them two, and they got the fucking drip, bro. They look so good.
Interesting.
In their clothing. It looks so funny.
Interesting.
But that's coming out too.
Okay.
But the last movie, I guess we're gonna wrap it up on this note. Further down the line, Disappointment Boulevard, Ari Aster, Joaquin Phoenix, in a nightmare comedy that is claimed by Ari Aster himself, starting production. Can't wait. Will probably be my favorite film that year. How do you feel? If anything, I expect head trauma, one way or another, in this movie.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
He's batting 2 for 2.
I'm
for
gonna
head
get
trauma.
traumatized.
You're gonna
But-
take this movie to the dome.
Yeah.
I'm dragging your ass to see it. We're gonna see all these.
Oh my god. I mean, hey, I am down to see as many movies as possible in the theaters, though. Safely.
Don't worry. Yeah. Don't worry, dude. Watching all these horror movies, it will steal your nerves. You're gonna get that feeling like how I do nowadays.
We'll see.
And yeah, that just about wraps up our future movie discussion. What excites us? What's going on in the landscape? And we got high hopes moving forward.
Yeah, honestly, I'm excited to see what will come out in theaters. I'm just glad that we get a chance to go back, but safely.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, whatever comes out, we're gonna see it. Even if that means buying 3 tickets for one night, we'll fucking do it.
Yep.
So-
back to back.
Yeah, just so we can get back to you on our thoughts of those films.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm excited, man. Hopefully 2021 will be a good year for film.
Damn right.
Hopefully. We'll see. But yeah. We hope you guys enjoyed that podcast. Let us know what you guys are looking forward to this year. Maybe we'll go check it out if there's some film that we didn't know about.
That we might have missed out on.
Yeah.
You know?
But
We're
yeah,
not omniscient.
yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, sorry, watching. I'm a fucking idiot. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Or watching, YouTube.
Facts. But yeah, thank you guys so much for supporting this podcast. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at coworkers.podcast. And yeah, I'm Regan.
And I'm Josh.
And we'll see you guys next week. Later, y'all.
Yeah, see everybody next week, where me and Reagan actually have a movie to discuss.
Oh, boy.
So if you guys want to follow along, we will be discussing the 1977 Japanese horror movie, Houseu.
It's on HBO Max.
That's on HBO
It's on
Max.
the Criterion channel. Go check it out.
And yeah, that's a topic for next week. We have to actually devote a whole episode to it.
Yeah, because it's wild.
We got a lot of stuff to say about
yeah.
it.
But yeah, thank you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Have a good night, everyone.